Let me introduce myself. Hey, my name is Tasha, but I go by Sarita Bonita. And I'm just a young girl that see life in a different pair of eyes. Where I still believe in love. I still believe in, just the greatness in life, even through the struggles. And I'm just here to help you see the same thing. So I hope you enjoy.
Triggers be triggering. It don't matter how you do it, what you do, how much you run from it, them just gonna be there. You get what I'm saying? The more you keep running from it, the more they gonna keep coming up. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Isha T on the Isha T podcast show, and I'm back with another message. What's up, gang? Gang, what happening? What's cracking, mother freaking lacking? What's up, book? Good morning, grand rise and shine. Um, what was the other one? Rise and grind, and I think there was the other one. I don't know. I think there was a grand day. And what's happening? Y'all know how I talk. I you normally say good morning. I say grand rise, and I also say what up. You know what I'm saying? What it do? People used to always make fun of when I be like, what it do? You know what I'm saying? You too cool. That's just how I talk, baby. You get what I'm saying? And my thing is, y'all know I always got my own slang and all of that, right? You know I'm gonna keep this shit the hood way sometimes, but also you can get professional with it when you need to. But sometimes I realize when my stuff a little too professional, like it's cool to have professional. Also, I'm not just being me. You get what I'm saying? There's a place in like when God told me to be myself, He stood there. He stood on there. You get what I'm saying? And just thank you to the higher power for just waking us up this morning. God, I just ask you that you continue pushing us forward. You get what I'm saying? Because things can be a little tough sometimes. Okay, amen, amen, amen. Keep us covered, baby. Keep us covered in your grace. Okay, so let's get into it, friends. So I'm over here thinking about triggers. And I'm thinking about, and I learned too that I be treating my stuff like a job kind of, or I beat myself up when I don't show up at a time where I supposed to. But life be life, and you get what I'm saying, man. And I'm a random person in real life. Like I go, so I go under my shell. In my shell. That's what I really want to do now. Be in my shell. You get what I'm saying? Like I feel like the divine is pushing me to solitude, to be by myself, because sometimes we can be so codependent on other people and other outside forces outside ourselves. Especially when you want more and you can't get mad at other people if they not, fulfilling whatever part that y'all promised each other and anything, right? And it's just like I'm learning that remember y'all, all this stuff gonna go together, right? A lot of times they can trigger you. You get what I'm saying? So we be so codependent on other outside individuals. Hold on, Paul. Man, these goddamn, I'm sorry. Look, triggers be triggering, baby. I told you it don't matter what you do, baby. Although I be interacting with people while I'm in one of these goddamn moves, baby. You get what I'm saying? At these fast food and these goddamn fast food hoes be having their attitudes, baby. Wherever you at in customer service, I just don't be understanding. I'm sorry, y'all. But it don't matter what you do. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can't run from triggers, right? And it just and with me, I ain't gonna lie. When people be talking dry and shit, I do get kind of irritated. But I don't know what nobody got going on at the house. You get what I'm saying? But and that's why I'm gonna tell you like this: if people care about your triggers, they're a real friend. You get what I'm saying? They people that really care about you, because this world ain't gonna care about your triggers, friend. This world ain't gonna care about your triggers at all. They not gonna care because it's not their place to care. You know what I'm saying? So just always remember that. And when you got goals and stuff like that, you can't expect them to care about. Like you can't get. Okay, we're gonna talk about triggers, right? But yeah, okay. Because I don't want to get off topic. So let me get back on the triggers part, right? And y'all know I'm human. But when you got somebody to care about your triggers, they are a nice person. Thank you. Okay. They are. That's a person that actually care about you. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes we can take advantage of people like that, or we can cut on people like that. You get what I'm saying? The ones that actually be patient with you, and we over and because we be so in battle with ourselves sometimes. You get what I'm saying? Because when a lot of us, when we get triggered, especially in the black communities, we'll cut anybody. We'll cut anybody, the people that ain't did nothing to you. You'll cut the people that's also trying to hold you. You get mad when people hold you. You know what I'm saying? Like that. When people care, people don't care about the people that care about them. To me, you know. I mean, they don't show gratitude to the people that really care about them. And I feel like I've been on that person before too. You get what I'm saying? Because we could be so triggered and so wounded, and we be so wounded because we be running from our triggers, and they make it worse. You get what I'm saying? And God been helping me, been making me face a lot of my triggers lately, like and it been so difficult. You know what I'm saying? And it's really painful. I'm not gonna lie. And it kind of make you, it have you shaking, and have you feeling jittery. You see what I'm saying? And you feel shame because how you and a lot of us that run from our triggers, we feel ashamed of our emotions. That's the people that's running from their emotions. And I realize I meet people that run from their emotions a lot. They run from who they are. You get what I'm saying? And run from their mask. And it's because that's me. I'm looking in the mirror. You see what I'm saying, y'all? And I've been asking myself lately, what are you avoiding? Because I'm watching my actions. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to, because it trigger emotion. I'm a crybaby, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm more of a crybaby because I held so much stuff in for so long. And that's just like when you see a hurt dog. They will bite a hurt animal. They will bite anybody who because they hurting, you know, so they gonna make them grouchy. You get what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people out here like that. There's a lot of people out here like that. They hurting, baby. It's a lot of us hurting. You see what I'm saying? And it don't matter how much we drink. It don't matter how much you smoke. It don't matter how much you try to not you keep on running from it, friend. It gonna explode on you. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna explode on you if you do not face your emotions. Do you get what I'm saying? I got shit coming up. I pushed under the rug years ago. You see what I'm saying? And I'm just like, you know, and it's like you will think you okay, you being like this ticking bomb, or you will think it's okay for you being this person that's on the edge all the time. You will think it's okay to be super aggressive, but friend, that's not how we supposed to be. We be living up to our stereotype. They be want us to be these crazy people that's easily triggered, don't know how to control ourselves and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? We that's what they want us to be. You get what I'm saying? But people don't look at that, you know, that person is wounded because they don't really give a fuck, friend. You in a world with other people that doing the same thing that you doing, sweeping stuff under the rug. So what make you think they gonna care about your emotions? And I'm telling you this, friend, from a friend that used to think people gonna give a fuck when they hurt your feelings or when you trigger. You know what I'm saying? This world don't give a fuck, friend. And the reason why you super sensitive is because you ain't faced the man in the mirror. I'm stopping with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. Even though, because we be still mad at people and we don't be wanting to say we mad. And have you ever noticed when people be mad, they be like, I ain't mad. They let you know right there, I'm not mad. You probably be like, damn right I'm mad. If you mad, you mad. Fuck right I'm not mad. A lot of people I done seen in life, you be like, why you got an attitude? Why you mad? I ain't got an attitude. I ain't mad. So what the fuck are you? Cause what? And it's a lot of us do that. You get what I'm saying? If you're mad, bitch, you're mad. That's a emotion. You're a human. You're not a fucking robot. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of triggering, kind of irritating, because it's just like, I'm looking at you, got an attitude, I'm feeling your attitude, and it kind of make you mad when they lie like, dude, you ain't mad. Like, what do you call, and that trigger, now y'all both arguing, because it's just like, baby, like, take accountability. If you mad, you mad. You see what I'm saying? And now you got a triggered person, and you getting triggered, and because it's just like, if you are, it's like, we got to learn how to accept our emotions from here. And this coming from a person that also been a walking ticking bomb. And I had all these unhealthy boundaries. With boundaries is good still, you know what I'm saying? But I was so guarded because of my wounds, right? And sometimes we can be so closed off and so hard to deal with and look complicated because of our wounds. You get what I'm saying? It's just like a pretty vase that got all this glass, broken glass on it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want that vase, but when you pick it up, it's cutting them. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes we be that vase and you might don't give a fuck, but you really do give a fuck in the inside. See, that's the ego talking for you. You talking to this coming from a person that I used to live through ego a lot, because all I had was ego. You get what I'm saying? Ego helped me through it. Ego helped me through. Like, I had to have my ego. Because my ego helped me get through some stuff. You get what I'm saying? It been plenty of moments where I feel like back against the wall, I can't trust nobody. You get what I'm saying? So if you feel like you can't trust nobody, why you not with nobody? As in, like, why you not with self? Why you not getting no self? Why you ain't kicking it with self? And that's my journey now, like kicking it with self and learning self. You know what I'm saying? Learning self, seeing why we still triggered. What's causing these triggers and why is it causing it? And we're hitting the root of shit. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it hurt. Do you know how many times I start a video and I get to crying? I can't stand it. But that's just who I am. Like, I can't help it that I'm wounded. You get what I'm saying? I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for those wounds, but I received them. But I am responsible for healing them. You get what I'm saying? And you are too, friend. Because when you triggered, because when you run from them, that will make them last longer. You get what I'm saying? That's why they keep coming up. And I know it's more easy said than done, because it's still, you will feel shame, right? But I cannot help it that I'm an empath. I cannot help it that I'm an emotional person. I feel shit. You get what I'm saying? And I feel shit. And I care about it. These my motherfucking emotions. These my feelings. If you don't like my feelings, you don't gotta be here. Right? But life will make you, I had to learn the reason why I felt ashamed about my emotions, right? And when I ain't gonna lie, and I knew it's something with my emotions one time, because I remember one time this dude triggered me real bad at the job. It was so bad to the point that I thought, though, I went to hell in my head. Mm-hmm. Thank you. You're welcome. So, yeah. So I end up, the dude pissed me off so bad, y'all, to the point I went dark in my head. And you know, we all, a lot of us, just because you a good person, man, you know what I'm saying? Just because you a good person, these motherfucking jailhouses don't care about that. These goddamn police don't care about that. They don't want to hear that. They gonna look at you as a monster. You get what I'm saying? The world, these people, the world, they'll look at you as a monster when you know, because you are responsible for your mental health. You get what I'm saying? So I'm out there in Mississippi somewhere, right? And the dude triggered me so bad to the point I thought about going up there shooting his coat. Because I ain't got nobody to call, you know what I'm saying? And I'm glad I didn't. I don't normally put people in my business unless it get real big, it get real bad, you know what I'm saying? And this is my fault too. Because a lot of people will try you because they know, you know, oh, they looking at you, oh, you ain't got no family, you ain't got this, you ain't got that, right? And oh shit, y'all. I ain't look at the time. Hold up. Yeah. Oh real nigga is back, friend. Real nigga is back. I hope y'all can hear me real good because I had an appointment early this morning, so I had to get that handled and get that situated. And you know, I went in a place where I could be able to talk, right? So get in here, okay? So you remember I was telling you about the guy or whatever, the dude that I told you that triggered me so bad, which he didn't really say no. He said something bad. He said something that I didn't like. But when you look at some of the stuff, okay, most of the stuff you get triggered by. When you listen to it, when you look back on it and you listen to it, sometimes it don't even be worth you exploding for, right? Now I'm gonna tell you this. So basically we got into it about because I was talking to somebody and we was talking about cooking fried chicken and stuff like that, right? So and I had I'm not an expert cooker at all. I'm a sometime cooker. I cook when I have to, due to me having my mom you know around and stuff like that. I didn't have to really cook a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I know I'm not gonna have my mom forever, so but when I didn't have her cooking, get where I be at the fast foods. I cook me some stuff, but some stuff I didn't know how to cook. But I already said, shit, food costs money. Anyways, let's get to it. You can't be burning up no shit. You know what I'm talking about? Shit, I should have been practicing when to be, what I'm saying? I had some food I can burn up. Anyways, let's get to it. So we was talking about fried chicken. I was just like, I really put myself in that predicament because somebody was talking about they family member, they didn't know how to cook chicken out, and I had made fun of it, but I didn't know it was going to be so extra, right? As in, like, I didn't know old boy was gonna pull up on the forklift and join our conversation and be negative spirited, which he always been negative spirit. But this one of the people that I was trying to uplift and I was trying to show them love and shit like that. I walk, just walking, just saying something to them, especially if I see nobody else saying something to them. I just always been that type of person. I always been that type of person that gonna help the person that don't get no, the people the one that you bullying, the one that you putting down, that's the one I'm gonna talk to. You get what I'm saying? That's just who I am, right? And I have to remember I'm that person. You get what I'm saying? Because when I tick, people be trying to make me look like I'm just that person, friend. It's just not all me. You get what I'm saying? Because the people ain't showing you that I'm putting the ones that saying that all I do is act like that. You know what I'm saying? Be like that is the ones that I pour into the most. You get what I'm saying? It kind of hurts your feelings when the person that you showing up for the most, you know what I'm saying, turn around and treat you how everybody else treating them. You see what I'm saying? So bear with me if I get a little aggressive, if I get a little emotional, because I want to talk about shit like this. Even if it's triggering me, friend, because we healing together. You get what I'm saying? We healing together, right? And I'm shedding that skin because that shit been going on me for a very long time, and it made me mad. It made me mad. So he hit a trigger. He hit a childhood trigger because I was always showing up for people, and them the ones that I'm pointing the most is the ones that play with me the most. You get what I'm saying? When other folks come around, that I'm the motherfucking laughing stock. That shit hurt my fucking feelings. You get what I'm saying? I got feelings, and then I would be wrong if I would really bust their ass out. But I ain't even that type of person, right? I knew this man, so he kind of threw out what I was battling with, as in like my emotions, right? Oh, you so emotional, you this, you that, you that. When you shame your emotions, I ain't gonna lie. It kind of you feel like, cause people play with me a lot, because that's why I got so goddamn aggressive, because I'm a real bubbly person. You get what I'm saying? I'm a bubbly person, but people also take that for granted. Now, everybody don't get that bubbly side. You would think I'm schizophrenic over here, how much, but I got so many personalities in one body. You know what I'm saying? That's just who I am. I have a whole lot of personalities all in one. You get what I'm saying? Just like anybody else is. I done seen so many people flop. I'm talking about, you be like, what the fuck? Like, when I tell you, I see so many people come today and be ticking tomorrow. You get what I'm saying? Come this hour and ticking the next hour. You see what I'm saying? And I had to realize that I'm not the only one like that, right? So anyways, so he said something about the emotion. I'm getting into that. He said something about the emotional shit, and baby, why the fuck did he do that? Why did he do that? Man, you talking about? Because I had said something to him because we ended up getting rowdy because he was just like, hey, you don't know how to cook chicken. You must don't. I know, man. You ain't got no man. You ain't this. You ain't that. It's always talking about cooking with a man and all that stereo bullshit. Like this. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Excuse my French, y'all. I'm sorry. Because you know I get triggered. I get cursing more. So my bad. So let me calm down. Let me calm down. I'm sorry. I apologize. Right? No shade, no tea. But we talking about this. I need to get it together. Right? I tell you. Right? Because some topics you gonna when I talk about them, I'm gonna get more aggressive with it because that mean it hit home. You get what I'm saying? And I also battled with that the most before. You get what I'm saying? So let's get into it. So, how I handled the situation, I didn't like it. And it's not because I'm ashamed. It's mostly because that's not who I am. You get what I'm saying? When a person is triggered, when a person is a walking ticking bomb, that's not them. You get what I'm saying? Them wounds. You got to remember that now, them wounds. But people don't give a fuck. I'm telling you that now, friend. People will judge you for who you show them. You get what I'm saying? So when the dude did all that or whatever, right? Because when I first started the job, somebody had told me after I had told him I had got into it with the dude, he was talking about I was too loud, I was this, I was that. And when he first seen me, he was saying I smile too. You better quit all this smiling. Who the fuck tell people they better quit all this smiling? A bitter person. A bitter person. I remember one time I was working at a job, and this girl said, this man walked by and said, good morning. And she said, good morning, real loud and joyful, right? And he said, ooh, you too good jolly. And you don't know what she got this morning. She might got some dig lines, she might got some money dropped in, or she might just be happy to be alive. You get what I'm saying? You gonna irritate people demons, right? And I'm gonna tell you like this, friend, how I turn to a people pleaser. I know this ain't got shit to do with it. Because when you young, that version of yourself, that's who you are, friend. I know they're gonna sound crazy as fuck. But when you wanna get to the root of shit, sometimes you gotta go to their childhood. Cause when you ask the divine, what is wrong with me? What's up? What I'm running from? A lot of people when they are guarded and they running from their emotions and they see a triggered person or they see an emotional person, they be like, oh, you need to heal. You need to let that go. First off, let's talk about it because them the ones right there that really make me mad. Okay? And them be the ones you really want to tick off on. Because and me being an emotional feeler, I can feel people's energy. Them be the ones that's running from their emotions. Them be the ones that ain't even started. They ain't even fucking started feeling they motherfucking emotions. And their time gonna come. Ain't no more running, friend. You get what I'm saying? And the same people that at the same time you telling, oh, you need to go here, you need to let it go. The same people, the same person you saying that to is the same person you gonna end up relying on or trying to come towards, or you gonna feel them in the end. You get what I'm saying? Or you need to heal, you need to do this, you need to do that. I told you, people don't give a fuck. And I'm gonna tell you like this, them the ones that's running from their emotion and they looking at shit logical. They looking at shit logical as fuck. And it's easy to look at that until something hit you, something hurt, something so traumatic happened in your life to the point it gonna force you to go within. It gonna force all that shit, you gonna be a walking ticking bomb then. Now you easily triggered. And let me tell you something. If you ain't walking ticking bomb, you got people out here that's super defensive, super sensitive. You can't even say shit too. And I'm gonna tell you something, friend. Me being that crash out kind of like that walking ticking bomb. And even though I was a crybaby, I'm more solid. I'm more stronger than motherfuckers that pretend not to be. You get what I'm saying? I'm more stronger than people like that. You know what I'm saying? All they do is walk around and be super defensive all day. Or when you can't even make a joke with each other. Or it's just like, I can't really explain. I explain it maybe on another video. But let me cook real quick, right? Those people, I'm gonna tell you something. What really make me talk about this, and I think this is why I'm being forced to face a lot of my triggers, is because the soul know what it wants, friend. The soul know what it needs. The soul get tired of being an ego, man. You get what I'm saying? The ego helped me get through a lot of shit. And a lot of times we don't be thinking nothing wrong with us, but it be a lot wrong with us. You get what I'm saying? It's easy to say, oh, okay, I got abandonment wounds. Okay, yeah, I'm heartbroken. Might fuck a bitch, fuck a dude, this and that. Woo, woo, woo. It's easy to say that, but you gonna keep reliving that shit. It don't matter if you go to look Mike today or you go look Larry tomorrow. You still gonna go through that same ain't shit ass cycle. He gonna be still that same ain't shit dude. And if it ain't showed you yet, it gonna show you, cause the same. Well, you ever heard that saying, same soul in different bodies? That shit is for real, man. I sat there and watched that motherfucking entity, and I can feel it, man. You get what I'm saying? I didn't pay attention to it at first. Cause I was a runner. She's a runner. She's a track star. My bitch. I used to call myself Mrs. Cut Off, Mr. Cut Off. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look childish to a lot of people, and I was moving childish. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, you know what I'm saying? I still be cutting out ghost people now. You know what I'm saying? It's because you rather me ghost you versus me tell you how I feel for real, dead ass. Cause if I tell you how I feel, it's gonna be bad. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I cut you off with grace. You see what I'm saying? Because I feel that, and it be kind of nasty. You know, and I care about you, so I'm going to keep that to myself. And sometimes I realize I don't know how to talk sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on that. And the reason why we don't know how to talk, come out kind of sharp, is because you got emotions, you know what I'm saying, with it. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's good to also speak up about your feelings. Speak up about your feelings. When somebody hurt your feelings, speak up about this shit. Because if you do not, and you play it cool, man, one day when you get tripped, one day they're gonna hit a trigger, and your ass is gonna go too far. You gonna go too far. And you like, I don't give a fuck. But friend, you got dreams. You got goals. You got kids. You got a life, man, and you rather throw it away just because somebody triggered you. I know it's more easy said than done, friend. I know. Look, I might say this shit today, but I know how that shit go. You get what I'm saying? But I'm talking to future me. And I'm talking to you, friend. Sometimes you got to be there. You got to be your own life coach. You got to be your own motivation, because that's all I had was myself. It don't matter how many. When you say stuff like that, people are like, oh, I was this, I was that. Man, nobody want to hear all this shit. Shut up. Shut up talking to me. Because it's always this I coulda, shoulda, woulda. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, I'm not no damn fool. And let me tell you something. Like I told you, when you were younger, that's who you are, right? When I was younger, I'm learning now. That's why I told you I'm facing all these triggers. And I told you I had a point in life where I became a people pleaser. Because I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I was too much of a bitch. But I had to learn that it's okay being a bitch, especially about me. You get what I'm saying? Especially about me. Because everybody else might play about me, but I ain't going to play about me. You get what I'm saying? And we got to know when the time to be a bitch. Not all the time. Because some people would try it. They would try it. And I'm going to tell you something too. That's how I know when people be gossiping or running their mouth, is when they got people around them that try me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting to that point. I'm getting tired of shit like that. I'm getting tired of being a walking ticking bomb, friend. I'm getting tired of being a motherfucking laughing stock. You get what I'm saying? I get tired of being the one that being the triggered one. Or I'm around people that's always triggered as well, and we triggering each other. Because I'm feeling energy. Because that's why when I go places, it gotta be a good energy. Because if it don't, my whole attitude gonna change. And I'm worse than any goddamn body. Because I'm blunt as fuck. And I get heartless when I'm like that. You get what I'm saying? I get heartless. I don't care about my heart when I get in that energy. And I stand on business. Even if I know I went too far, I will say that. But I still stand on business. I don't get weak in the knees. I have in the past, hell yeah, but about me, hell no, I'm straight book. Because for one, I don't bother no damn body and I don't start up shit. I told you my mouth done been too sharp before. You know what I'm saying? It's been sharp. You know? It was how I was raised, friend. And I'm not going to just blame it on how I was raised, but how I was brought up. Everybody got a story. You get what I'm saying? Everybody got a past. Everybody got reasons of who they are. You get what I'm saying? But you think everybody going to try to figure that shit out? They ain't going to give a fuck. They going to just judge you, friend. You deserve a second chance in life. You get what I'm saying? You are not who people say you are. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of time we be like, oh, they say I'm a monster. You know, I mean, I was working with this girl, and she was a walking ticket bomb. She had a badass attitude, and it's so crazy because I can deal with people like that. I can deal with the meanest in the room. I can deal with the nicest in the room. But the one thing I don't like to deal with is the messiest. I don't like messy. I don't like as in the ones that shit start and pick with people. I done met a lot of them though. You know what I'm saying? Mean girls, mean spirited, all that shit. But I'm gonna tell you something. Some of the meanest ones when I know you were thinking about well you just said mean. Now mean girls don't really be the meanest. That be a facade. The mean dudes and shit like that. People that wanna just mess with metal with people because they can't go within. They scared to go within, so they tick and pick with other people. And yeah, you know, and start shit with other people. I don't like, you know, they ain't my cup of tea. Or they just want somebody to talk about, so they, you know, they go do crazy shit just so they won't be the laughing stock. I guess to get some type of excitement because they don't feel shit in the inside. Because they trying to numb it or they ain't trying to face it, right? So, but the meanest ones in the room, when you really talk to them, they have a south side. They have a south side. And I'm going to tell you something, friend. No matter how mean you are, people, it's going to be somebody know how to get to their south side. And they're going to be the person that's going to fuck you up. Not everybody. But I'm just saying, that's how my life was, right? The meanest shit, like that mean shit, it be a cover up too. But sometimes you be bitter because how life turned out for you. But you can't blame other people, friend. You can't blame folks that it gonna be people that gonna want to talk to you, gonna want to hang with you, but it's like, damn, are they cool? But they be too triggered. They cool, they too damn defensive. They don't know how to take a joke. They cool, but they too uptight. They pretty, but they got too much going on for me. He handsome, but he got a temper problem. I can't deal with it. You see what I'm saying? You would lose opportunities, friend. You get what I'm talking about? Because and I had to tell myself, because now I'm getting tired of running. I'm getting tired of running, friend. I'm getting tired of running. I'm getting tired of being the one. I told you I'm tired of it. Because it don't matter what you run to, you going to still have to face that trigger again. It's going to come back up through somebody or something that's going to trigger it. So you rather be a walking ticking bomb for 40 years or you rather be one for a few years? Now, if it's past tense, then you can't help that. You know what I'm saying? You can't help a friend. And the world ain't going to do make it worse. And have you ever noticed when you easily trigger, when you going through moments and you be real irritated? It's like a day when you real irritated. The whole day be irritating the fuck out of you. You steady get more and more shit to irritate you. Now you irritated with the kid, your baby, or your children, or your boyfriend and your girlfriend, because work didn't work out right for you. Friend, sometimes when we be triggered and we be irritated, we wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Sometimes you gotta go journal. You know what I'm saying? Before you go to work today. Sometimes you gotta journal before you go wherever you going to. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you normally show up at 6. You know what I mean? Say you got to be at work at 7. You know I'm to get there about 6:45. You walking in this and that. But today, you might need to journal a little bit first. You need to journal a little bit first. Or, check with yourself. Check in with yourself. Because something is wrong. It's when triggers come and you feeling irritable or you feeling easily triggered, it's because that's your motherfucking inner kid, friend. That's your inner kid. That's your soul. That's your spirit. We want some shit. That's your inner self. You get what I'm saying? That's irritated. I might be saying it wrong, but you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I ain't perfect. Look, shit, I don't know everything, but I'm going to tell you like this what I call it. As in, that's me. Your soul know what it do to heal itself, friend. I call it the inner kid. I don't know how to explain it to a person that don't know what an inner kid is. Maybe you need to go Google it up, friend. But I feel like that's your feelings. That's your vulnerable side. I'm going to tell you something, man. It get tired of you not feeding it. Because you feeding the ego so much. And you feeding the ego so much is the reason why you keep repeating patterns. You talking about you the world life is shitty, this and that. No, life ain't shitty. You just ain't within. You ain't winning within yet. You ain't go inside of you yet. That's why your outer world look like your inner world. Most of the time, your outer world look like your inner world. Your insides. And I know a lot of people ain't gonna want to hear that shit. But your inner world, if the outside is fucked up, you feel like everybody fucked up, everybody is, everybody is, then you might need to check self, friend. Because when you say you don't believe me, soon you start changing certain shit about yourself, watch you start meeting different type of people. Man, when I tell you, y'all, life is amazing if you just really look at it, and it also have its shitty moments. And I know you ain't gonna see that life amazing, but on the days where you really feel good, like the days when you ain't triggered and shit. But sometimes people, we be so triggered to the point we get in this box. We get in this box and we forget about the good times. You know what I'm saying? That's why I get high. I smoke weed because it make me feel like I'm in Miami somewhere. It made me forget about every motherfucking thing. All I need is three puffs, bitch. 3 puffs, I'm straight. 3 puffs, I'm ready to dance on down. My cousin always made fun of me talking about some, not in a bad way, but it was just like, boss, because I be like to dance. I told you that I be liking, not to twerk. Sometimes I do stuff like, I don't know how to really do dance, all that. But I like to grind, you know what I'm saying, belly rolling and shit, you know what I'm saying? And when they do that shit like that make me happy, you know what I'm saying? That shit bring me peace. And it's just like, I think I was super irritable because in the environments that I grew up in, mine, and who I was as a person, I told you a lot of people didn't really accept my authentic self, who I am. It was always people attacking me or saying something about me, and people knew I didn't like groups of people. I don't like being the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? I ain't like the spotlight. I ain't like all the attention on me. You know what I'm saying? So when you put me in a setting and you making fun of me in front of folks or whatever you making fun of, and then you wondering why I'm eating your ass up so much because I used to really get triggered when you want to show out in front of people. You know what I'm saying? Like how bro mine did. That shit like that make me more mad. It make me want to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? But how come you can't? My thing is, look, if you around people like that they'd rather do shit like that, tear you down and do stuff that you know you don't like, you need to just move away from them. You know what I'm saying? You just got to move away from them. It's more easy said than done, I know. I'm getting to the point in life where I'm getting tired. I'm getting to the point, like, friend, I just want to kick it alone. I ain't gonna lie, because I need to heal me. Ain't nobody gonna understand it. You get what I'm saying? When you tired of certain shit. Because they ain't the one feeling it. They ain't the one feeling it. They ain't the one that's beating themselves up. You see what I'm saying? They ain't the one that losing no sleep. People will trigger you today and talk about you, whatever they do about you today, and they ain't gonna give a fuck about how you feel. You don't want me. They ain't the one feeling that shit, you are. Now they got the feeling if you end up shooting them or like imagine I would have shot dude up or whatever. I really would have went through with it. Now I would have lost everything that I'm building. I would have been disappointed in myself. I would set that into my consequences though. Now I would have lost all my years of my life, right? I probably would have been in there for good for a minute because I would know for sure how I was feeling. Because I told you I had a once upon a time, another time where I was so triggered and I was so tired of being triggered. I'm tired of people triggering me. I was getting so tired. I was fed up to it because you're going to get to a breaking point. That's why you got to heal yourself, friend. And you can easily become that monster. You get what I'm saying? Cause we all got a monster within us. You just ain't been through enough shit yet. Everybody walking this planet got angels and demons. You have a light side and dark side. Every mother joker walking this planet. Some just ain't had to get in nerves. They ain't been tapped yet a lot like how some people have. You know what I'm saying? And this coming from somebody that been tapped a lot. Done got my heart broken a lot and feelings hurt a lot. Because I used to care too motherfucking much. And when I cared too motherfucking much, I lost myself. I lost myself, friend. trying to be that motherfucking hero. And when I lost myself, guess who I had? Myself. God. Now, when you got people that come around for here and there, but I'm talking about when you really need, when you down on your motherfucking luck, bitch. Do you hear me? Come hear me out now. Hear me out when I tell you that. When I tell you this. See, I'm not talking about somebody you could just vent to and you vent to them and they go tell your business. Or now they comparing your life. Now they holding it up for the day when they get into it with you, they can hold it over your head. Now, I'm talking about a motherfucker that's genuine to say, friend, what's wrong? I see your silence. Are you good? Are you okay? You straight? You get what I'm saying? And I'm not blaming nobody for that. But I had to go through that. So it showed me when you too busy trying to put the world on your motherfucking shoulders, who got you? Who got you, friend? Who got you? No, I'm not talking about the people. I don't forget about what people do for me and show up for me. And we shouldn't. I don't like people around me that like to count favors and what they do for you. You be a good motherfucker anyway. Because I do good shit. I ain't got to record it. I ain't got to talk about it. I do good shit anyway. Anyway, I'm not going to if I'm not finna eat your face. We gonna eat together. But everybody not built for that shit. You get what I'm saying? Because you will get used like that. And that's why you trigger, friend. You trigger because people keep on playing with you. Taking your kindness for the weakness. Because the most ones that's easy to trigger, super trigger, are the good hard ones. You got to know how to say no. Do you get what I'm saying? And sometimes you got to be okay with being a bitch. Or seem like you a bitch. You see what I'm saying? Excuse my French when I say that, friend. But I stamped it. Because when you see somebody say no and they got boundaries, what people gonna say? Oh, they got the broom stuck up their ass. You boring. Oh, girl, you lame. You this. They gonna call you everything. Oh, you a bitch. They act like a bitch. But when you know that's not who you are as to the core, you got to learn it, friend. You know what I'm saying? I know it's more easy said than done, but look, check this out. A lot of people, the only ones that are going to say that to you are the ones that lack boundaries. And sometimes you got to know how to say no, and you got to gain healthy boundaries, because when you get to that point where you about to lose it all, friend, and you do lose it all, you gonna sit in that cell or whatever, on that ground, wherever you at, or in hell, and you gonna look at all the times where you had the opportunity to really heal yourself, or you gonna look at the time where, damn, I did all that. I showed it for you. I'm gonna tell you something. I remember I was watching Theodore Matthews, whatever his name. I don't know how to say his name. I don't know how to say his name. The T-dude, the dude. I just found out he died. I didn't even know he passed away. Good morning. I didn't know he even passed away. The dude, the cussing pastor, right? So I seen he was talking about on his post. He was saying how he was there for everybody, and none of them came to see him or nothing. I thought they were just tripping when they said he was on his devil bed. You see what I'm saying? He had gained a whole bad reputation, and everything. You get what I'm saying? How he was, and the stuff that he was saying about people, children, and how oh girl, all the stuff he was saying, that was not of God. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, you a pastor though, T. You a pastor. You know what I'm saying? But I understand. You know, you human, but you don't wish death on nobody parents, kids, whatever. Some of the stuff he was saying, it was out of pocket. It was kind of devilish how he was talking. I'm like, damn, this kind of evil. Now I ain't gonna just say devilish, because it's a lot of, I ain't really, to be honest, life is life. You know what I'm saying? We love to say what's good and what's bad. We do a lot of good and bad shit. But that was just too far, right? Because I'm gonna do some bad shit, I'm gonna do some good shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm living and learning. This your life. You know what I'm saying? You YOLOing out this motherfucker. You ain't gonna get this life right here no more. You know what I'm saying? But long as you treating people good, man. The people that want to be treated good, not the ones that being out here being mean to you and shit like that. You don't even got to fuck with them. You don't owe them for shit. You see what I'm saying? And if you got people around you that like to trigger you all the time, you need to move away from them, friend. But When dude said that none of them folks showed up to him at the hospital, none of it, just imagine how they feel. And that's how a lot of trigger people feel. You get what I'm saying? I can speak for myself. That's how I feel. My anger comes from disappointment. After disappointment, after disappointment, after disappointment, after disappointment, after disappointment, after disappointment. And it's just like, how many times you gonna get to disappointed until you wake up and smell the goddamn coffee? I didn't want to believe the shit that I would believe. You get what I'm saying? Even though my intuition off the motherfucking chain. Do you get what I'm saying? A mother joker had to tell somebody, watch what you say in front of her, because she going to add 2 and 2 together. I don't give a fuck if you said in 2016 and you said today, I'm going to add that together. I pay attention how when people trying to get over on me and they doing shit, a lot of times I used to let shit slide. And that's our problem, friend. I used to let shit slide instead of talking about it or bringing it up, feel like I'm nagging so much. But people know what they be doing, friend. People know what they be doing, and then when you tell them exactly what day they had you fucked up at, and what moment it was, woo, 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 now they look like a deer in headlights. But it would have never even went that far, or I wouldn't even got that point. So I'm a walking ticket mom if I would have just said something. Well, I could have, when I said something, they trying to blow it out of proportion, because when I used to speak up about my emotions a lot. I used to speak up at first and call people out. But I had people that used to try to try to play victim, and that shit used to irritate me. You get what I'm saying? It's just like, I don't feel like arguing. I don't like to argue. I'm not the type that's going to start up no argument. If I come to you about something, it's because I'm really feeling the way about it. I'm not finna say something about every little thing unless I say, when I do say something, when I say something, that's the breaking point. It's so crazy, because I was just dealing with, I don't know if y'all know Lily or whatever. And it's so crazy because I'm watching her. I didn't know she was watching me too, you know what I'm saying, on social media. And not like that, but all my videos and stuff, right? And that's why you never know who you are inspiring. That's why you gotta keep on doing you. You know what I'm saying? Keep being who you destined to be, right? So anyway, we were just talking. She was just like, me and her both were talking, and we related on so much shit, bro. It's so crazy. The people that I've been noticing that been coming across my path lately, they resonate with me so fucking much. You get what I'm saying? When we were talking for hours. You get what I'm saying, about different shit. You would think it was a podcast, right? But anyways, when we were both agreeing on how when a mother say something, that's the end. Because I already hate I have to say something, because I really don't feel like dealing with this shit. I don't really feel like dealing with negativity, and I know how emotions get. You get what I'm saying? I feel like I shouldn't even have to say something to you. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, but you have to teach people how to treat you. But people know what they be doing. If I can't do it to you, don't do it to me. And if I can't do it to you, that don't mean you still can do it to me. Cause what you allow, I might don't allow. I'm a type of chick that care about my emotions. You can't talk to me any kind of way and do me any kind of way. And I had to learn not to be so double standards. If you don't like it, why are you doing it? And if you ashamed of it, why the fuck are you doing it? You see what I'm saying? So I used to didn't like when I say something and a person blow it out of proportion, or try to act like you, they act like you always bitching, or they act like you always complaining. And I'm going to tell you the type of people I was dealing with just in life, right? And this what really made me trigger. As people, when I'm talking to you, or they go to the internet. I don't like people to run to the internet. If me and you got a problem or issue, you come to me. You don't run to motherfucking social media about me, especially if we dating. We're dealing with each other. We fuck off, or we friends, or we kinfolk, whatever the fuck it is. I don't like people that's indirect. If you can come to me when you need something, or you can come to me when you need my motherfucking advice, or you come to me when you need my presence, you need my energy, you need my time. You can come to me when you feeling a problem. Let me tell you something, friend. It's always the way it ain't about what you say, it's about how you say it. You see what I'm saying? You got feelings just like anybody else got feelings. And if a motherfucker hurt your feelings, you say it. If you feeling some type of way, let me tell you, a lot of times, friend, people be feeling some type of way they ain't got no business feeling some type of way about. Because it be your personal shit. You see what I'm saying? That's why they be doing little slick shit They do passive shit. And then there you go, you gotta talk, you gotta mention it. But I'm learning too, when people be passive and when they be indirect, I'm just gonna cut you off. I'm not gonna address you because I'm not gonna give you no attention because you want me to. I'm just gonna cut you off. I'm just gonna stop dealing with you and I'm not gonna give a fuck. And I can't stand when I stop dealing with people, they be reaching out to me, they irritate me. They irritate me so much. Like, leave me alone, baby. And I know they're gonna sound mean, but people know what they do. You know what I'm saying? Some people there, you know, they got cut out, ain't did shit. You know what I'm saying? I just don't really want to be around people no more. I don't want to just, no shade, no tea. I've been telling you, how many times I'm going to say that? You know what I'm saying? How many times I'm going to say that? I just don't care. Like, people, why you so hard? Why you so hard to reach? Why you say that? Because they mean take the hint. Do I got to write it out or do I need to spell it? Do I need to curse? Do I need to say it in Spanish or what? I don't want to be reached to. And I don't want to be reached out to. Right? Because right now is a me versus me season. Because I'm telling you, friend, when you triggered and shit, people want to see that. People want to see that shit so they can talk about it. Look at that. You know that. You know. Let me show you. I told you they ain't that. Look, watch it. Watch it. Watch how I make them mad. Watch it. People, you gotta watch out for people that try to make you mad on purpose too. Cause you got people that do that for real. I know y'all done dealt with it before. Watch this. I'm gonna take the smile right off your face. What? Like, that's some weird shit to me. You know what I'm saying? That's weird stuff to me, friend. I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of weird to me that people want to see you frowning instead of smiling. And it's because that's how they feel in the inside. That's how they feel in the insides. And inside, and that's bullying. Now, that's still bullying. When you nitpicking with somebody or you trying to ruin their character, you trying to ruin their just trying to ruin their happiness. All that shit. You got happiness haters out here. There's a lot of them. Dude was a happiness hater. You better quit all that smile. That man was bitter than a goddamn bitter. That motherfucker was bitter than coffee. And coffee bitter than a motherfucker. I'm trying to think about the most bitterest shit there is. He was dead. And there's a lot of people out here like that. And then when you say bitter, people don't like to really claim that, bitch. I done battle with bitterness. Shit, I still do sometimes. I see a lot of people still do, especially if you walk around with attitude. You can usually don't play with it. Don't be decided. Cut somebody off, or you ready to Well, I ain't gonna just say that, cause sometimes you can cut people out. Cause lately I've been cutting the people out for peace. I done did a lot in the past for pettiness. I ain't gonna lie. I be like, man, ho, fuck you. I'm gonna show you, bitch. Oh, I used to be lunching. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be lunching. Because I used to be irritated. I got tired. So now I'm pretending to be somebody I'm not. Like I'm this whole egotistical motherfucker that don't give a fuck. I do got an I don't give a fuck side. I really don't be giving a fuck. I'm not gonna lie. But I also got a good side. I got a good ass side that I kept hiding for a very long time because it's just like, damn, it ain't never safe to bring this motherfucker out. Everybody I'm walking around shit, we all cool being walking ticking bombs. I want to be that loving motherfucker that I'm meant to be. You know what I'm saying? But I also got that dog side when I need to. I don't want to be that. It shouldn't be I shouldn't be in my dog side more than my light side. And if you in a side where you really don't like it, you keep on have to be a part of yourself that you don't like. And it ain't about that you don't like. It's just like, that's not like my shadow side. Why would I want to be out here just hurting people and cussing people the fuck out, right? I have to sure want to do that because when you triggered, if anybody irritates you, you gonna shoot off on them even if they not trying to irritate you. You see what I'm saying? So now you cussed out an innocent person. Now you just ruined an innocent person day because your day ruined. And that's why I was working at, I had people, always try to get me to, fix my emotions. I didn't know why I was so emotional when I was young. I told you, there was a lot of people trying to make me toughen up, as in not be so emotional, like as in like not be led by my emotions, to be led with my more logic. And that's how I learned how to be. But I was meaner. I'm more meaner on my logical side, as in I'm more of a bitch. Cause I'm gonna keep it real, and some stuff I see and feel, I hate to learn, Taj. You don't gotta say everything you feel. That's the Sagittarius in my chart. And you're gonna be like, your chart, like I got so much Sagittarius in me, it don't make no motherfucking sense. You would think I'm a Sagittarius more than a Capricorn. Because I'm on the cusp. I'm right, I almost was a Sagittarius. You see what I'm saying? And I'm a real motherfucker Sagittarius. That crazy. Cause I be blunt. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to. And I had to realize, how would you feel if somebody tell you stuff like that? Cause we don't know, friend. We ain't doing no but living and learning. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know, like, I didn't know how the damage I was doing. I didn't really know the damage I was doing. Because I was the wounded person. You get what I'm saying? And you just like, damn, like, you can't, like, and when you become that person, it's hard to get out of it. It's hard to stop being that person. So every time you get some shit, you get tested, you run it back to that side, and now you just like, no, I ain't changed. Shit, I'm still crazy. Now that's still gonna be a part of you if you keep on just setting that motherfucker down. And sometimes when some stuff come up, it's because it's meant to come up. That it triggered you. That shit came back up for you you can react different. Cause should nobody have that much power over you, man. Like how I was young, when I was young, I was giddy, wild and shit. I had them days where I be wild. Cause I told you I got different personalities. I got like the granny side. I got the childish side where I'm in my inner kid. And that's why I really get tried the most when I'm in my inner kid. Cause it trigger people. I have the innocence still in me. That's the inner kid. That's the childish judge. Like, you know, because a lot of people got that shit ripped away from them. It's still in them. They just scared to be in it. Because they feel more comfortable being in that shadow side. I'm tired of it. I want to be around people that be uplifting, goddamn it. It uplift me, goddamn it. Don't trigger me. Damn, I know you ain't meant to be perfect, but damn. Help me out instead of turn me down. If you feel like you see a problem in how I'm doing something, help me, not talk about me. You see what I'm saying? And that's when, and it's just like, that's what type of life I had. Instead of people helping you, they rather talk about you. And it's just like, that's just not in my immediate circle or nothing. I see it around everywhere. Everywhere I was going, I was just seeing it growing up. To the point you was scared to say where you struggling at because you didn't want to be called stupid, dumb, or slow, or, you know, when you got questions, you didn't want to be people ask you, or you got too many, you saying you got too many, you asking too many questions. You asking too many questions. I like deep talk. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about surface level shit all the time. I be want to talk about all type of shit. And I don't got time to be around motherfuckers. Oh, you talk too much. Well, you just ain't my cup of tea, baby. I like people that like to talk. I like people that like to grow and like to, like, you know, elevate in the communication wise. I wanna explore your brain. I want you to explore mine. We can explore each other goddamn brains. I want to see how you view life. Because it might inspire me how I, you know, it might help me on the way I view it. Because maybe I might view it in a way that I can fix a little bit. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be like you, but you can learn everything you learn something from everybody. Even if it's not being like them. And that's what I was learning more than anything. What not to be. Life can be so beautiful, man. But we choose to sit in the shit that we comfortable with. And that's in their own blood blaming other people. Yeah, they were wrong. Yeah, they the reason why you like that, but you are responsible for your healing, friend. I get tired of hearing, you know, like I be want to talk about plenty of shit. I don't got time. The stuff I'm passionate about. Like if I like to drink, sometimes like I don't like to drink like I used to no more. I drink when I come around people because I really ain't no fun. Like as in like the stuff, because I done outgrew a lot of stuff, to be honest with you. I really just, and I know they're going to sound crazy, I done outgrown a whole lot of stuff. But sometimes I drink, and I ain't going to lie, I outgrew a lot of stuff, and this is another thing, too, why we be easy, why we be, why you like, man, I just can't win for losing. It feel like you just can't run away from triggers or run away from the same shit. It's too when you play small. I've been playing small my whole entire life. I always been ambitious. I always have been. All my life I always had a vision. Even when I'm working at warehouse jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the more when I tell you, friend, every time anywhere I'm working, I'm always on a mission. Always have been. Even when I was doing hair. Even when I'm a hustler for a reason, baby. I got dreams. I got big dreams. And the way, like, my thing is, and what was triggering me the most, because it was like every time I was trying to take a step, I would get knocked back down. You see what I'm saying? I would get knocked back down, but I'm not looking at it as building character. It's for a reason why you get knocked back down. It's something within. Maybe it's something you overlooking. Maybe it ain't the timing ain't right. Timing is everything. Remember that, friend. Timing is everything. And the reason why God said look, he said delayed, not denied. I can't, look, okay, look. Like I told you, I always been ambitious. And I always had goals. And I remember one time working a job, y'all, and I realized, man, you can't rush your life, man. You gotta let life happen for you. I was trying to stack up $14,000. I'm gonna tell you that I was trying to stack up $14,000 so I could start my own business. I'm always the type of person I like to try to stack up a certain amount of money, and I want to look more than that than when I ask my goal because I want to be straight. You know what I'm saying? I like stability. You know what I'm saying? I like being stable. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type I go without for just to pay my bills. You know what I'm saying? I go without paying with me. I would go without just to pay my bills. Yeah, just to pay my bills. So I was trying to stack up to 14,000, and I couldn't. I was climbing the chart. I think the divine. I think I ended up getting to like 5, almost 5. Oh, it was 5. I think it was 5. And cause I was trying to do 7 each year, 7,000 each year, cause I still had a lot of bills and stuff like that. So I was working 6 days a week, man. I used to really put so much wear and tear on my body, man. Tired as crap, man. Trying to get to that. I'm a hustler. Cause when I hustle, cause I'm gonna take care of me. I'm gonna spoil me. And I had to realize I can't. And then I'm gonna tell you something. And I wasn't even, cause you can spoil yourself with certain stuff. But I really wasn't spoiling me the way I should have. Not on a financial way, because you could go buy yourself clothes and shoes all day. But I want pouring in I want spoiling myself with the stuff I really needed. The stuff that's going to feed my soul. Doing stuff with your heart craving you to do. Maybe you want to paint today, but it might look lame as hell to somebody. Everybody else might don't want to go do it. But you can go do it by yourself. You can do it in the house. Maybe you want to go on an ice cream date. You want to do something fun, because I'm always the type of person I like to be in the sun. So sometimes I be like, oh, I want to go walking, I want to go do this, I want to go do that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people ain't going to be on all that type of shit. You can't expect people want to do the same shit you want to do. You can't get mad at them when they don't want to do it. You got to do that shit for yourself. You know what I'm saying? See, that's the type of spoiling I should have been on. But now I'm on it. You get what I'm saying? Doing things that my heart won't. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to pour into you. That's what's going to really fill your cup up. And when you start feeding your heart, man, it's like when you start feeding the things that your heart want to do, you help your heart open up. You also help heal your heart. You get what I'm saying? Then you also be wanting to do more of that. It start becoming addicting, you know what I'm saying? To the point when you fulfilling your own cup, you less triggered, friend. You see what I'm saying? But even when you do get triggered, you start seeing, right? Because I used to be irritated, like sometime when I was younger, for sure. Just a couple of years ago, I used to be irritated when, like, say if I can't find somebody to do something with, now here I'm irritated. How the hell you gonna get irritated? I done cut people off before, probably. I don't know. Probably have. I done did some shit out of ego that I ain't proud of, shit. But hey, I'm Herman, you know what I'm saying? And I can't change. I can't go back in the past and change shit. I don't want to redo nothing. You know what I'm saying? All I can do is give myself grace and apologize to myself or get that closure. But you got to give your friend, when you start filling your cup up. Oh, hold on. Before I get too lost, hold on. Give me a little minute, y'all. Okay, so I was talking about spoiling myself or whatever, right? So I got too much into that. I'm going to get back to that. Give me a little minute, right? So, I couldn't get past 5. And I would beat myself. I was irritated. I was triggered. You get what I'm saying? I'm just like, bro, what the fuck? I was crying. So bad. I remember one time I was crying so bad because I was trying to save $14,000. But I couldn't get past $2,000. And I had called a friend at the time, talking about it or whatever, you know what I'm saying, about me can't pass this $2,000. But don't nobody give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? As in, people ain't gonna understand it. Like, okay, you got $2,000, but you don't know, like, when a motherfucker got dreams and shit and they say they get knocked back down, that shit triggering. When you got dreams and you feel like life don't want you to really accomplish that shit. I'm gonna tell you something, friend. I don't care how many obstacles in the road. Keep going. Cause I get to that 5,000. I'm sorry that I was out of out of order. But yeah, I am getting to that 5,000. I didn't get to that 14. No, I did not. Because it started getting worse than it. Like I wasn't going out of town. I would barely want to spend the money. Cause it might look like I'm being cheap and lame, but I got visions. You know what I'm saying? I got goals. And you ain't gonna understand that if you the type that like spend a check and get it right back. You ain't gonna understand that when you living for today and not tomorrow. See, I was a little too much I was a little too logical, you know what I'm saying? Cause life can end any day. You get what I'm saying? So crazy. Cause I remember me and my mom, we were just talking about how she was working a job one time, and it was a lady, she didn't want to get her 401k. I can't remember the exact storyline. I hope I'm saying it right. If I don't, I'm gonna try to add it in the clip, y'all. I'm gonna let her tell y'all, right? But the lady basically wanted to wait before she got her 401k or whatever. She was at a job, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and she wanted to wait. You know what they do with 401k, and she was waiting on a certain time, right? Why that lady ended up passing away? And now that money going to her kids or whatever they're going to. Now, ain't no wrong with that. Leave your kids some, of course. That's why I go hard, friend. I go hard for my children, the ones that I don't got. But I know they gonna come. You get what I'm saying? I work hard for my immediate family, the one that I'm creating. The one that I'm creating. You see what I'm saying? And I go hard, so hard, because I know what I don't want. You see what I'm saying? But ain't nothing wrong with wanting more. And sometimes I don't want to be knowing what I want so much. It ain't even so much. It's the regular shit, but it gonna cost some money to get there. You get what I'm saying? And when my mama told me about that lady, she passed away before she even got to that. Bro, I'm like, man, I gotta live for today too. But I also gotta know, that, and then as in like I wasn't paying myself at all, you know what I'm saying? Like I spoiled myself, of course. But I how can I put it? If I know I want something, I put it out for me. I want to go to Miami. Even though I just say for example, you just made it work. You just made a good amount of money. You put all this overtime in, but you want to put that in a savings account. This how it was. I put that in the savings account. Say that month I probably made, because I used to work a lot, right? And I know I'm putting you out of my business, but it was years ago. You know what I'm talking about. I don't talk about no money and shit. I don't really like credit through all that, because people just want to know your business. But what happened? Okay, with that, so when I was working at the job, I was probably making, it depends if I was on exempt, I probably making like $700 a week. I think the biggest check I pulled in was like about $1,100, but it was like on a holiday joint. You know what I'm saying? And then, or $700-800, or nine. I think $900. It was like nine something. So I end up so just imagine it. So this right there, I was making almost $4,000, or probably about $4,000. It was a little under $4,000 a month, right? And I do all that overtime and all that, right? So that right there is the time when your bills paid. You already got some in the savings account. Yeah, you got goals, but you gotta pay the worker. You gotta pay the one that's doing all the work. It's okay, it's okay to take a break and pour into you. Because most of the time when I want to go out of town, it's because I need it mentally. And it's so crazy, because we were just talking, me and Lily were talking about that too. I just love when I can talk to people and we can talk for hours. We automatically click, you know what I'm saying? And just people that rather give you your flowers instead of tear you down. Because I would have never known this girl listen to me, you get what I'm saying? Not just trying to, just not saying like, it's just such a shock. It's just thankful, just thankful for a lot of people. Like I remember one time, this gonna be the end, y'all. I remember one time I used to be on Snapchat with it at first, right? And until I deleted that Snapchat and shit, and I started going through life shit. So I started not liking my I didn't like the energy I felt on my platforms no more. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I just, when you start going through them awakenings and shit, you don't like that feeling, right? So I remember one time, one of my old little friend girls, I met with, she was like a coworker or whatever, right? Coworker, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna say another little associate of mine. You know what I'm saying? Cause we all family through Christ anyway, you know what I'm saying? And and it's not because I'm desperate to have friends or nothing like that, y'all. I just like to look at people as, we still we some kin, even if you know it or not. You know what I'm saying? Cause you just like how I am. You just like me, not like internal, but you human, just like I'm human. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so she was just like, we was talking about self-love and all, and she said, I got it off of you. I ain't gonna lie, I learned it off of you. Man, you never know who watching and who taking notes. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gonna think, oh, you talking too much. Some people actually listening. They actually hearing what you got to say, friend. You get what I'm saying? So if you got a vision, because I always been passionate about talking. I ain't know why I talk so much. I like to talk. I like to talk about different shit because I like to learn. That's how I connect with people. You get what I'm saying? I like to connect. If you are afraid to connect, then I'm not for you. I like real bonds. So if I find out that the bond ain't real, that's triggering. You get what I'm saying? When I feel like you being fake, because it could be people that really be fake. They'll fake a whole facade. You will connect with them. You know you connecting. But it's like they ain't showing you all of them. You could easily have a deep conversation with somebody. You could have a deep conversation with a stranger, and they could be a whole murderer. You think they're going to tell you they're a murderer? Hell no, they ain't going to tell you that. They ain't going to tell you they kill people for fun. Girl, like, look. And I had to realize that, you know what I'm saying? Because at first I used to be, because I like connection so much to the point it was coming out like I was desperate for it. I just like that feeling, you know what I'm saying? I like feeling like that. I didn't understand why I was feeling like that, but all this shit was my purpose. You get what I'm saying? I was just doing it to the wrong people. They really were practice, to be honest with you. Some shit that we be thinking, like we'll cut some parts of us out because it wasn't received by other individuals that we try to give it to. But sometimes it ain't the right timing, friend. Maybe it's showing you that maybe you need to give it to yourself first. And a lot of times we deal with a lot of rejection is because when you get rejected, it's really forcing you to go within. Them triggers forcing you to go within. All that shit forcing you to go within. You can't expect other people to care about your feelings when you don't care about your feelings. And when you care about your feelings, you ain't even keep on talking. You gonna say something one time. And sometimes some people don't say shit. They're like, you know what, I'm not gonna deal with this. Sometimes they'll say something. Cause I don't be really feel like dealing with certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we done had this conversation I told you about about a past problem I done had or a difficulty with, just like with anybody. And you repeat it, they let me now. They automatically zero. I'm not finna say nothing. It's automatically straight cut off. But sometimes you gotta stop telling people shit though. But you talk, you communicate, cause when people communicate with you about certain shit, you be wanting to show them that you're relatable. That's what communication is. See now, some people they be wanting you to tell all your goddamn business. Want you to tell all your business and they don't tell you shit. I dealt with that too before. You know what I'm saying? And you will look at that like that's a rejection too. That's another story for another day, y'all. I know we getting off topic, but that's how podcasting goes sometimes. But if you last this long, friend, I appreciate it. And I love you. And remember that you are responsible for your triggers, friend, not others. You know what I'm saying? Because it's an evil world out here, man. It really ain't even evil and demonic. It's just like, it's more dark than it is good, though. It's really 50-50. You just got to go to different parts of the world. Travel more. You know what I'm saying? Go within inside of yourself more. You will start noticing all the beautiful shit. That's why I was like, I went through so much hardship. Because how I saw life. I see life as beautiful. I see people as beautiful. Connecting is beautiful. Until you meet people that really it busts my bubble real quick when I started meeting motherfuckers that take advantage of your ass. or manipulate and lie to you, you know what I'm saying, and fake a bond with you and shit. I was like, oh shit. Shit like that when you man, you will learn some shit the hard way, and that shit, it triggered the hell out of you now. And when I told you, I got to a point where I ready to blow everybody goddamn brains out, I was so goddamn triggered. I got tired of being triggered, so I would say, you know what, I'm finna line them all up and finna blow these bitches' brains out. But what I was gonna do then? All my life really would have been done for. Now my life would have actually been shitty. It would have actually been shitty. Because I would have been somewhere in jail or hell. And they don't stop there just because you go to jail, you know what I'm saying? Because people can't help it. Well, you can't help. You are responsible for how you act. You know what I'm saying? But some mind, look. There's some good people out here. But everybody ain't going to be good people, friend. For real. It ain't about how other people view you, it's about how you view you. You gotta know, are you a good person or are you a bad person? Because even the bad ones be delulu and think they the good ones. Until multiple people say you're not the good one. Yeah. So I'm all over the place. I'm gonna talk to y'all later, though, boo. I love you and I hope you have a good day today. You get what I'm saying? And go within today. I know I need to. I've been kind of emotional as fuck. And kind of triggered. Kind of vulnerable. To the point I told you, when a motherfucker vulnerable, they be triggered. They be easily triggered because you vulnerable. Your chest out right now. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even gonna lie to you, friend. I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna like that. But most of the time, when you like that, you just need a hug, man. And you know you can hug your damn self too, right? You know how they say you crazy, but talking to yourself, hugging yourself, all that shit. So it's me. You better not get to answer yourself. I answer myself too, like, damn, what I do with it? I be talking to myself. I talk to myself, baby. And not as I'm crazy as fuck. But it's just like, I don't know. It's just like, it just feel normal. It feel cool. I mean, it's like I'm hanging with a friend and know exactly how I'm feeling. Like, I can feel myself on the inside, like, bitch, yup, they got us fucked up. It's not like a whole lot of different voices or nothing like that. If you know, you know. It just be like, man, you know, like, man, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? We got our own insider jokes, and we understand the inside jokes. We ain't got to overly explain it. We understand when we see somebody being passive, aggressive, you know what I'm saying, doing a little shady shit, throwing rocks and hiding their hands. We understand it because we see it. We caught it. We ain't got to explain it to other folks. You see what I'm saying? Like, when you feeling vulnerable and you feeling easily triggered and shit, man, go within. Talk to yourself. Yourself know how to, I'm telling you, yourself know how to deal with yourself. Yourself know how you feeling. You know how you feeling more than anything. Okay? So, friend, I hope y'all take resonate. And if we do not, and I'm going to talk to you later.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Ay, still not